Standing up. Gee, well done. Well done, Nino. Well done. No? Oh, sitting. Give me paw.
India will awake to life and freedom.
Nino, you gotta walk quicker. What are you doing? You're supposed to be paving the way for the few. We'll get into the future, don't worry about that. Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, chatbots, this bot that bot this, robotic process automation, robotics positioning systems, the cloud, self-learning algorithms, deep learning, neutral networks, augmented reality, etc., etc. What? Well, I'm just confused as you are. For the next weeks, you and I will meet people who are at the forefront of paving this movement. From artificial robots to intelligent satellites to chatbots. I'm Danish Seth and this is Tech Probe. People once said the kids are the future. Then they said the robots are the future. I believe it's the kids and the robots are going to be the future. Today, let's take a walk through Nino Land. A little bit of robotics, please.
This is so cool, man!
We got to learn lots about it. I wish it was the next year. I'm a part of SKILL, Sirena Knowledge and Information program that primarily focuses upon teaching all your kids about technology by implementing robotics lab setup in your school, acquired with the most creative robotics project.
That's the entire purpose we built it, like to have fun with it.
Trying something out of India, right? It's always India's services market, right?
Yeah, we're usually picking phone calls, attending to things like that. You guys come in and start making robots and
So wanted to give it a shot and see what happens, right? So we tried this.
Standing up. You're going to crash into it. Adarsh, it must be a little strange to see another human being around you. Considering you have such great robots and such fun things. So you're like the core engineer.
Yeah, I'm the systems lead here.
What's it like to work in a setup like this?
I came here when the company started. There was just a plan that we want to be able to give a research platform to all the other engineers. Most basic problems that we have seen with engineers, including me,
is no jobs.
We wanted to give a platform where it's kind of ready to be able to tinker with, to be able to program.
Experiment and have fun, because that's what I think engineering is about,
Yes.
right? Okay, so tell us about the application of Nino in the schools today.
Sure. The way we set up is making a robotic lab, and the school provides the space, and we take care of everything. We do the interiors and everything needed for the lab, all the way from computers to tabs, and Ninos and our spiders and everything else in there. And what we really do is we have content that gets delivered in the lab. So and kids get to actually assemble all of these robots that we are making, including Nino, right? So if anybody's buying a robot like this, they wouldn't probably not even let the kids touch them. So, but here we can literally dismantle that
and fix it back.
Put it back. Kids can actually program it. That's the coolest things, right? A few lines of code and then actually click a button and then the robot actually behaves that way.
Designer, robot, they look the same. This is like an electronics or mechanical engineering guy's dream. Like, he'll go bonkers if he comes here. It's naked, of course it is. At a rock concert. When you want to say peace, peace. Oh, sorry. Do you think you would have fared better in education if you had a robot versus a real teacher?
Definitely.
Really? You're just discrediting your teachers completely now, are you?
I wouldn't say replace the teachers, but along with the teachers.
Do you see the Nino replacing teachers in classrooms?
That's not a goal, but then I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe 20 years down the line, it's an eventuality. We still love the human touch. Content is delivered by the robot.
Okay.
You are there getting assisted by a robot as a teacher, and you are engaging the class, which is what we want them to, because sad if there is only a robot in a classroom. That's the last thing we want.
Hey Nino, will robots take over human lives?
Are you suggesting I take on your world? Well, robots are not a distant dream anymore. I'm incapable of realizing my true potential without interference of humans' intelligence.
I just want to ask you about the future. What's Nino going to do to the education system?
Nino is going to get into homes like a study buddy. So the Nino that way would become an integral part of your home, to the extent that you could be anywhere in your home and say, Nino, come here. It's going to navigate and then find you, okay, and then it's probably going to start interacting. It even knows you who you are.
Wow.
And then on top of it all, so it's going to have so much of education content,
education,
right? So which is built in-house here.
Yeah.
All that content is available on a bot in every home. So now the kids can go and ask a bunch of questions about anything,
and
Nino will answer with all its actions and everything, making it fun to learn.
Just hold that thought. I want you to freeze frame on him. Kids, if combined studies goes out of the window, this uncle is the reason. It's a huge deal in India. You're taking away like combined studies from us.
Okay, so now you combine bots and kids together. So that's combined studies too. It's the next level of combined studies.
Yeah. Fancy.
That's a good one.
From this humanoid and from this human who's void, we'd like to thank you for watching. Next week, we'll bring you something even cooler than Nino. Nino, say bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, green signal. Time to shut the show. If there's one thing you should learn from robots, it is to take commands and to take them seriously. Like, share, comment exclusively to the India Times Facebook page.